Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we set up a passenger ferry line between Revelstone and Limsa Laminsa, which we are seeing here with the steam ferry ship that we put on that line in addition to the other ferries. We only put one of these on there because I thought it was not necessary to put more than one of these particular ships on there. I think they actually have the same performance as the other ferries. So, I mean, we could swap them all over. But, these are not bad-looking ships either. And paddle boats. Alright. So we did that. We also added some additional trains to the oil and fuel lines. So that should hopefully increase our throughput there. So we've got a train coming in now with 40 units of crude. Then we began building out an extension to the passenger line coming out of Dol Guldur heading into Ul'dah. And we've gotten that set up so far. And we were working on setting up the interior tram line that will service Ul'dah here, at least initially anyway. So we got our initial, our primary station, we got our depots, we got the actual tram track all set up. So now it should just be a matter of plopping in the actual other stops, which we want to make sure that we have a stop right over here by the train station. We'll drop in another stop there. We'll drop in another stop over here. Probably a stop right around there, and that should probably cover it. Let's go ahead and create ourselves a new line. Add in all of our stops there. This is going to be tram. Ul'dah. There we go. And then let's go ahead and... Actually, I'm not going to go ahead and get the trams just yet. So on the other side, do I want a bus line between Dol Guldur? Let's see, we should have an intercity bus. Yes, this intercity bus line. There to there to there. Pairing up the buses and trains do seem to be working fine for us. Because the bus routes are all profitable, right? They're all running pretty good passenger levels. And the passenger trains are all profitable as well. They're all running full passengers. They're all making good profits. So I don't see why we shouldn't keep doing both. So we're going to do that. But we need to add in a third because I want to do these as 3 city segments. So we have Revelstone, Citadel, Dol Guldur. Then we'll be doing Dol Guldur, Ul'dah, High Charity. And getting that line set up. And then we'll do High Charity, Rand Degrees, and Pallet Town as the next segment. And then we'll ultimately bring the line through here, wrap it all the way around, and then what I might do is reconfigure all the lines once we have the full loop to basically have one kind of clockwise and one counterclockwise train line, and then just have like trains running in a constant loop one direction and then a constant loop the other direction, and see if that works. It might not. We'll see. Alright, but Next on the agenda is going to be High Charity here, and I think the roads are going to need a little bit of a reconfiguration because, well, we got lumpiness all over the place, and they're not exactly in a very logical place. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just delete all of this. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to bring this road out straight. Bring this road through straight. And then we're going to have the actual country road that connects the cities. Kind of swing in and connect. Connect here. Let me actually come out this way. There we go. And then we get out the smoothing tool to kind of clean that up a little bit. There we go. And then we just finish off what is eventually going to be the tram loop. Bring the road like that. And there we are. That looks like it should work. Electric. Upgrade. Start throwing in these tram tracks on this outer square here. There we go. And then we're going to need the actual train station. We need to think about how this is going to work, because we're going to need to come in through here. We're going to need to have the station at High Charity, and then we're going to need to continue on to Randgrease. Now, eventually. Now, for Randgrease, because it's on this bit of a... it's not really a peninsula, but kind of the way this is shaped here, we're going to really be limited to bringing the station kind of on this end of town over here. So we're going to want to make sure that the train track comes kind of in this direction. So we're going to want the track to, as it comes out of Ulda, to kind of swing down around this direction. So we kind of want our station like right around here. So, I would say, let's go ahead with 200 meter station. Oh, autosave. Come on, autosave. I might have to reduce the frequency of that, if it's going to take as long as it is. In fact, let me say... is autosave frequency in here? No. Well, I might have to do that outside the actual game. Alright, we'll put up with it for now. Alright, let's... 2 tracks, and I'm going to want you to be curved a little bit, I think. Curvature direction. Maybe a little bit more curvature. I want you to come in here. Oh, I didn't mean to click, but I clicked, so it's in. Alright, let's get rid of these little extraneous bits there. And let's go ahead and get our little diamond junctions here. I don't know if... Let's see. Let's make that a little bit shorter. Does make it a little bit more convenient using that mod. Alright. So... the first thing we're going to need to deal with... Well... we're going to need to deal with this road here, and we're going to need to deal with this road there. Yep, we got a really bad bump there. Let's see, I could go under it, but I think that might be a bit too much. Let me bring up the terrain lines. Okay, the contours. Alright, see, that's going to be straight coming out there. Alright, so what we're going to do is let's knock out the road. Let's do this guy largely straight. And it can come out level, and it will go into a tunnel. And then we can climb to the surface. I don't necessarily want to tunnel everything. Let's see. Let's just make it a cut. A pretty serious cut there. And then it should just be a matter of, oh, we don't want tram on there. Getting that road to build a bridge. And bridge pillar collision. Okay, well that's not bridge pillar collision. That's also not bridge pillar collision. But that does something goofy there. We can try to do the girder bridge. I mean, this is an appropriate time period for a girder bridge of this design. That gives us a pillar collision. That doesn't. Earthworks obviously isn't going to work. You know what? The stone bridge is fine. We'll do it. Alright, and then we can bring the train back to follow the contours of the ground. Alright, and start heading in this direction. We have a goods factory there. We're going to need to think about at some point. Excuse me. Alright. Now, the other end over here. Which I did not put any curvature on, which is fine. is we need to come out here. Okay, even if I don't snap it to the road. Alright, how much can I curve this before we start losing speed? Let's put that in there, and there. Let's get rid of the road. So we come through their level. Oh, why does it want to do that? Though that may actually be what we wanted to do. If we can get a bridge in there. Pillar collision, and it's ugly looking. And it's still saying pillar collision even though there aren't any pillars. Because the game doesn't understand that. It's just too close to this road. Well, that works. And you know what? I'll just go with it for now. We might figure something else out at some point. Or we'll just keep it. Alright, so we're heading in this direction. Heading towards that goods plant. So we want to do a little bit of a curve here. Start heading in that general direction. Oh, and there's the autosave again. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to reduce the frequency on that. Because it is starting to take too long. Maybe disable it altogether, I don't know. I don't know about that. With the number of mods that I'm running, stability issues are a potential problem. So, I say we just basically keep on heading straight here. And it does seem to be relatively flat in this area, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, there's a hill there. Oh, we're actually on the hill. I want to try and curve around it, or just cut through it. I think a little bit of tunnel wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that should work. And then we want to make sure we bring... Bring this around. We want to make sure we get around the goods factory. And let's see if we can't hook up there. And let's see, can I make this? That's actually not that expensive. Can I make it cheaper? Nope, that's as cheap as it's going to get. So, build it. There is a little bit of a jog there, but it shouldn't lose any speed, which is what's important. Alright, there we go. Lines connected. Let me turn the signals back on, and because I had those off because it's starting to get a little bit cluttered out with all the little icons on. So let's go ahead and set up signals. Get the moving blocks in. One coming out of the tunnel, or going in, depending on which direction you're going. Maybe one right about here. And then we can signal just before the station. Alright, so that ought to work. So... let's see, if we have the bus line coming in, so we're gonna have the bus line coming in. It might be best to put the large depot here, close to where the actual intercity bus is gonna be coming in, to avoid having too much traffic moving through town. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll drop this in, make sure we electrify it. It's going to make some lumpy road. But I don't think there's much we can do to avoid that. There we go. And then we'll do our depots. We'll do it the same as we did at the other city. Have them across the sheet from each other. Alright. So now, we just need to set the lines. Alright, so we're going to do a new line. This can be running from Dol Guldur. This is probably going to fully occupy the bus station. To Ul'dah, to High Charity, and then back to Ul'dah. There we go. And this is going to be ICB. DGD to ULD to HCH. Alright, let's just check the terminals, how they're being utilized. Yeah, we don't want you both on the same terminal. You move to terminal 4. And then over here, how are we looking? You move to terminal 1. There we go. And we don't really need to worry about high charity yet. Well, as far as terminals, at least until we get the tram in. So let's go ahead and throw in the tram stops. So if we're coming out, we're going to be going this direction. Stop there. Actually, that might be a little bit excessive, but stop right there by the station. Stop right there. Right there. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of stops here. Oh, steam lorry. Okay. There we are. Alright. That ought to cover it pretty well. And this is going to be the tram for high charity. Okay. And then we're going to run that line around here. Yeah, I probably have too many stops, but it's alright. It's alright. And then we're going to need one more line, and that's going to be the actual train line. So this is going to be TP, DGD, TP dash DGD, ULD, HCH. It's going to go from there to there to there and back to there. And I didn't signal this side of the track. Okay, well, that's fine. If there's signals on there, then it's gonna pretty much do that. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure that everybody else is signaled up. That's signal coming out of this particular tunnel, and then we'll signal right before the station. And then we'll need to make sure the actual train station terminals are set up correctly. Which here is fine. Here we go. Well, the autosave again. Yeah, I've either, as I know I've already mentioned, it's got to reduce its frequency or just turn it off. Alright, terminals over here. Are going to be, you are going to be on terminal 2. Yes. That way, yep. That's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the trams going. By trams, we're going to stick with the Hail tram. And let's see here. We're going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alt. Dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. This is going to be trim. Olda. There you go. And there they are, coming out of the depot. We're going to get to work, spreading out around town. And same thing here. Buy trams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 trams here. There you go. Get those running. And then we need stuff on the bus line, which... how many would I want to put on the bus line? I think 24 vehicles makes sense. 3 sets of 8. So go ahead and buy road vehicles, passengers, Landauer. That does 6. So that's new. Alright. We're probably going to want to upgrade those then. Let's see, this does 20 kilometers per hour, this does 17. And it has considerably more horsepower. So let's go ahead and get these guys going. 1, 2, did it again. Buy road vehicles. Passenger. Landauer. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set line. We want that line. There we go. We'll take a look at those in a minute. I just want to get all the vehicles going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set line. You. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set line. You. And then we want to make sure that we go in here to our other intercity bus lines. You. Replace these guys out. The Landauers, because they're just better. Replace now. I'm not actually going to replace, I'm just going to set up the auto. Same thing here, replacements, Landauer. We just don't have a lot of variety for passenger road vehicles. Replace now. Do it. So everybody's going to be running the same vehicles. Eventually we might have some variety and we'll be able to have kind of unique vehicles on different lines. Alright, so here is one of our new Landauers. Internal combustion engine driven. Alright, so there we go. And now we need to get the trains going. And which depot are we going to want to use? Or can we use? Is there a depot that sends the trains in the direction we need them to? Well, you go that way. You go that way. It doesn't look like we have one. That's unfortunate. But what we can do is we can try to make... Let's see, you are where the depot is. I'm going to try to keep the depot in the relatively same area. So let's go ahead and throw another train depot. In there. Double slip the switch and create the signals to avoid any potential problems. And you there. Okay, good. Okay, so what trains are we going to want to run on this thing? We're going to want 2 trains. We want them relatively quick, good for passengers. With the Prussian, 100 kilometers an hour, not bad. 748 horsepower, 1.36 million per. What are we running over here anyway? We're running the Great Westerns? No, we're running Sterling singles, it looks like. They can do 125. And they're still fairly good locomotives. Pulling those teak wagons. Oh, I closed that out. Passenger wagons. We have Great Western stuff. We don't have any electrics or diesels yet. The PLM's nice looking, but it's not quick. It only does 60. I'm thinking let's throw the Prussians on here. I was gonna auto-save again. It wouldn't be a problem if it didn't take so long. Alright. So let's go ahead and go with the Prussian. We're going to need some passenger wagons. Which again, we don't have a terribly good selection here. So I think we're just going to go with the T-composite coaches. Let's throw 4 of them on there for now. Be generous. And let's get 2. Let's throw you out there, train passenger. On the high charity line. Let's kick the speed up. Let's get that train out on the line. I'm going to let it run for a little bit. Probably once it reaches around Dulgal Door, then I'll send the other train, just to kind of manually space things out a little bit. And then one thing I'm going to do, because I think it's probably a good time to do it. As soon as you start clearing that station, there we go. Go, go, go. All right. That's a nice looking locomotive. Very well done, mod. Like a lot of the detail on it. Alright, as I was saying, what we're going to go ahead and we're going to do is we're going to repay the entire loan. Now it's gone. Alright, so we should no longer have interest payments of $100,000 every year. So, that will help with overall profitability, and it won't hurt our actual bank account too much. So we made $11 million last year, even with construction costs. We're almost $3 million in a hole right now, but again, we had a lot of construction cost. We bought a bunch of vehicles. We just bought a pair of trains. So, and they're going to be heading in there, and it's going to be a little bit before they will be in profit. But they should be. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.